Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we're hearing that Cam Johnson, according to Brian Lewis of the New York Post, is a guy that has a bunch of interest. We've heard that the Kings, Orlando Magic, the Lakers, the Warriors, the Raptors, and the Spurs are all teams that are interested in Cameron Johnson. As we know, after trading Mikal Bridges, the New York Nets, or I guess the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know why I called them the New York Nets, but the Brooklyn Nets and everybody in New York, he's expecting them to continue the rebuild. And we know that a lot of teams want Cam Johnson. He's on a deal that pays him a little, I believe, over $20 million a year. And I know it's a tough pill to swallow for Cam Johnson for the amount of money he'll be making, as he has 3 years left at $68 million, 68.8, and he's due 23.6 this season. At 6'9", he's a very tradable player, and I agree with that. So when he said right here, trying to create a market or increase his market, I think the thing is with Cam Johnson, at most he'll get one first round pick. I just think Cam is massively overpaid. He's at least, I think at most you're going to get a first round pick for him. He's a player with upside, and he's a nice shooter with an injury history. When he tries, he has an above average defense, and I could see him either helping a contending team or helping a rebuilding team as a key piece. But nobody is going to be dumping a draft capital for Cam Johnson. So $23.6 million. We're going to go through each team where we're just going to give you guys an idea of what those said deals could look like for each team. With the Lakers, it would have to be either, I personally think D'Angelo Russell and Jalen Hood-Schifino and nothing else. Maybe you do a deal of, I think the other deal could be maybe Gabe Vincent and Jared Vanderbilt. But still, I even doubt that. So then with the rest of the deals, Orlando, we're hearing that they want to use Jonathan Isaac as a trade chip down the road. That would have to be a few months from now. So Jonathan Isaac, Mo Wagner, Cole Anthony, I think those are all the players that they would want to trade. While Golden State, that becomes a little bit more difficult. And I think it'd have to be a combination of Gary Payton and salary filler, maybe a young guy. Toronto could probably get it done easier because they still have the contract of, I believe, Mr. Big Boy himself. But yeah, Bruce Brown could be the trade. They could just trade Bruce Brown to the Nets. So Bruce Brown and a pick, and then San Antonio, they could do a deal around Zach Collins. They might be able to eat some of that contract, but I just feel like each team offers something different. I do believe that the Orlando Magic, Raptors, and Spurs can offer the best deal. Also, there's Sacramento, and I feel like Sacramento would have to be around Kevin Huerter and maybe a young guy, but that's the whole thing with me. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys expect with Cam Johnson? Do you think he's going to get traded? Or do you think he'll stay on the roster? I do think it's interesting to see how this all plays out. Because he's not a bad player at all. He's not a bad player. So I think it's all about where you can find a fit. And just people don't feel like they're overpaying for him, in my opinion.